Hello, everyone, and welcome back. As always, I'm Candy Washington. So, before we dive into today's episode, which is the first, sneak peek at the upcoming season of Vanderpump Rules season 11, which we know we only have because of Sandoval. Word on the street was that Vanderpump Rules was going to be canceled after season 10, but Sandoval rather saved it. So we have our first sneak peek. But before we dive in, go ahead and like, subscribe, and share. Now, I do have a clip of the sneak peek, so we will watch that after we do the quick background info. So this is according to Us Weekly. It says, the first trailer for Vanderpump Rules season 11 is already promising plenty of feuds, fights, and falling outs. Fans got a glimpse at the drama from broken friendships to savage confrontations during the BravoCon panel for the show on Friday, November 3rd. The cast, including Ariana Madix, Katie Maloney, Lala Kent, James Kennedy, Tom Schwartz, Gina Shea, and Tom Sandoval, were all present at the event. In the sneak peek, the group is seen at a beach outing where James draws a line between Ariana and Sandoval's respective sides. Don't go over the line, he warns the others as the co-stars reunite on screen. He warns the others as the co-stars reunite on screen. Sorry, that was a bit of a tongue twister. Oof, okay. Lisa Vanderpump tries to advocate for Sandoval in a separate scene with Lala, and Sheena saying to lose his best friend and his business is up the creek. Everything has gone wrong in his life. Okay. Side note before we keep going and before we watch the clip. Now, this is the thing. This might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm tired of bashing and hating Tom Sandoval. Is what he did wrong? Yes. Does he have narcissistic, selfish tendencies? Yes. But at this point, I feel like people booing Tom and going crazy, it's like enough is enough. You know what I mean? Ariana has made hundreds and hundreds of thousands of dollars. She has a full-on new boyfriend with Daniel Way. She's in movies, Dancing with the Stars, brand sponsorships, magazines. Like, the girl is winning. So I think at this point, it's kind of time to let the hate for Sandoval go. And I've said this before, and again, it might be an unpopular opinion, but I think we're going to see in season 11 that the more of the cast is going to kind of have what I'm calling Ariana fatigue. Like, I get it, Ariana, you were cheated on. I get it, that sucks. I get it, it was with a girl that you thought was your friend. I get that. But like, girl, come on. You were no victim. You admitted that you and Sandoval would lie about your relationship. You had to get your story straight. You lied for him when he cheated on you with Miami Girl, and you were the side chick when he was with Kristen. Just because you didn't respect Kristen doesn't mean that what you did was right by sleeping with her boyfriend. Because I don't care what they say, nobody just kisses. They slept together, in my opinion, right? So, girl, you lost him the way you got him. And you've always been rude to all the other women. You talk to Lala like crap. You backstab Katie all the time. Like, you're not a girl's girl. But yet when something happens to you, you want all the girls to choose your side. You would always clown Lala with Tom. You would always clown Katie with Tom. You know? So I'm confused. And you turned your back on Sheena when Sheena had concerns about you and Tom's relationship, to the point where she even went to your mother to say, hey, I think something's up. So Ariana, stop. And I think that we're going to see in season 11, Ariana fatigue. I think some of the girls are going to kind of confront Ariana about how she's been towards them. So we'll see with that situation, right? And I think that I still don't like Tom Sandoval, and I still think what he did was wrong. But I think there comes a point where we all have to kind of just put a pin in it, you know? So we'll see. And are you guys excited for season 11? Like, are you looking forward to it? Will you be watching? Put it down below. So let's keep going. Sandoval potentially is able to make amends with Sheena, who hugs him in the clip. However, Katie reminds Sheena that she can't be friends with Sandoval and remain loyal to Ariana at the same time. If you're going to be friends with him, she's going to effing cut you off, Katie tells Sheena. Think about your next move very carefully. The most shocking moment, though, is when Ariana directly addresses Sandoval. Ruin my life, my home, and then attempt to kill my effing dog. My lawyer will be dealing with you, she says, before Sandoval contemplates leaving in another scene from the beach outing. Vanderpump Rules Season 11, which premieres in January of 2024, comes months after Sandoval's affair with Raquel Leviss came to light. News broke in March that Ariana and Sandoval called it quits after nearly a decade-long romance due to his infidelity. And also because their relationship was already on the outs and not good and not healthy. And nobody really believed that they were in a happy relationship, even the two of them. Filming had wrapped on season 10 of Vanderpump Rules, but cameras were picked back up to capture the aftermath of the cheating scandal. Okay, side note. When it comes to the allegation of did Tom Sandoval attempt to kill her dog, that might sound outrageous, but I actually believe it. And I'm going to tell you why. I think she's referring to Charlotte, her dog that died last season. I think that he maybe didn't attempt to kill the dog, but I don't think he cared if the dog died. And he was probably very negligent. You know, he didn't want to take the dog to the vet. He didn't want to give the dog the medicine. You know, when she's out of town going to the Vegas trip with the girls, that's when Charlotte takes a turn for the worse and has to, you know, unfortunately passes away. So do I think he tried to kill the dog? That's extreme. That's like serial killer level crazy, like, you know, killing animals. But do I think he was negligent? And do I think he didn't care if the dog died? Yeah, I do. I believe that. I don't think he tried to kill the dog, but I don't think he cared if the dog lived or died. And I don't think he really did anything to help the dog. More like negligent, right? But I don't know. I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. After facing her co-stars during the season 10 reunion, Raquel checked herself into a treatment center for her mental health. She later confirmed she wouldn't return to the show for season 11. Sandoval, for his part, returned to the Bravo series after the scandal, even though most of his castmates were not on speaking terms with him. As filming kicked off earlier this year, Sheena addressed the challenges she has faced so far after sharing several scenes with Sandoval. There was one day that was beyond the most emotionally draining day I have ever had in 11 seasons of Vanderpump Rules, she shared during her Amazon Live in July. No joke, my eyelashes hurt from how much I cried that day. My contacts were dry and I was congested. I felt weak in every way possible. 11 seasons and that day got me the most. Sheena recalled being paired off with Sandoval for a spiritual meditation exercise. Don't forget, when it comes to reality shows, every time there's a really dark season, every time everything goes to hell, they always have some sort of spiritual retreat. As we saw in the premiere episode of Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, what did they do? They did a spiritual powwow. It's the way for the producers and the executives and the network to clean up all of the crap. They just sort of blanket it with, let's have a spiritual day so we can start fresh. It was very uncomfortable, she noted, though she called the interaction good TV for viewers. See, I told you. I don't like what he did to Ariana, obviously. Him and I have had a really long friendship, so everyone always says, oh, Sheena the flip-flopper. Sheena needs to have loyalty. And losing a friendship at that long has obviously been a struggle. Lala also hinted that viewers are in for some surprising twists and turns. There will be a day where the dust settles. People move on. It is the strangest season that we've ever filmed, she said on her Give Them Lala podcast that same month. Usually when we film, I am like, I can't wait until this airs. This round, I'm going to do and be then when I will retreat because I'm very much in a healing process right now. Last month, Ariana weighed in on what she learned since the scandal. She said, this situation made me realize that I can do hard things. The worst case scenario literally did happen and I was okay. Like, look, you can handle what's thrown at you. Ariana, who was crowned Us Weekly's inaugural reality star of the year, exclusively told us, I've grown up since joining the show. I'm somebody who never really wanted to grow up, but over time, I've been able to love myself more and give myself a lot more grace when it comes to things we go through during filming, and that has allowed me to give others more grace. Well, you need to, Ariana, because your personality and your attitude usually kind of sucks, okay? And that's just how it is. I've never really liked Ariana. I don't like what happened to her, but also I don't get the whole Ariana worship. I don't get it. I'm not an Ariana worshiper. She's not my queen. I don't hate Tom Sandoval. I don't worship Ariana. But I want to know what you guys think. Are you looking forward to next season? And what do you think about the whole Sandoval as it stands now? Now, let's watch the clip. And if you guys are watching this on the replay and it doesn't play, that's because it got nicked for copyright, even though I am legally allowed to show clips for commentary. Sometimes it gets flagged. So if the video doesn't play, that's what happens. And I apologize. All right, here we go. Woo! So, what do you guys think about that? Oh, and another comment on that clip is, what do you think about Lisa Vanderpump? Really, I mean, she's always had a track record of sticking up for the guys, making excuses for the guys, never really holding them accountable. Whether it's Jax, whether it's James, whether it's, especially Tom and Tom. So, what do you think about Lisa Vanderpump really having his back and being an advocate for him? I take it a couple of ways. One, yes, she's always favored the boys, but two, she's also trying to save the show. You know what I mean? So she wants for the whole cast to be able to film together, to be able to fight and then reconcile together, to be able to have fun together, to travel together, to have scenes together. So I think that she's trying to make sure that the show can continue as a cohesive unit and not just divided into camps. So I want to know what you guys think. Put it down below. I know that I will be watching just because I want to see what happens. And I want to see if these twists and turns and surprise really are twists, turns, and surprises. So we'll see. And I want to see how everything shakes out and how everybody makes amends. And my guess is that Sandoval will be forgiven pretty much by everybody in the first 1 to 3 at the most episodes, but I think probably episode 1 through 2, he will have an apology tour, spiritual retreats, and he'll pretty much be forgiven. And I think as the season go on, there will be Ariana Fatigue, and I think that the girls are going to come for her, and she's going to have some answers she's going to have to answer for some of her attitude that she's had. And I'm not Ariana bashing. I don't dislike her. I'm just saying what my opinion on it is, because there's a lot of people out there who worship Ariana, but that's not me. So I want to know what you guys think, whether you agree or disagree. I want your opinion. Put it down below. But before you do that, go ahead and subscribe, and share. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.